there for pleasure. He's going there for work, so he's basically forced to go there.
Yeah, or maybe it's just a good opportunity for him and to provide for his family, maybe. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, I'll take that opportunity. And then he goes there, and then he's just chilling out, and then he gets fucking brutally murdered. Mm. It's fucking horrible, because if that was like your dad or something, and he was going home, like you'd have like the mom and stuff being like, oh, dad will be home soon, and you might get letters back from him and stuff, and then he fucking comes back in a fucking coffin because of some dick. Ugh. No one ever deserves that. Ugh.
So sad.
Very sad, really sad. The feeling on the street was that the police weren't interested in what went on in the Castro. Quoted here from someone who was at the time saying, if gay men were assaulted for being gay or robbed, the cops thought gay men had it coming to them, much as they thought women had it coming to them when sexual assaults happened to them.
What the fuck?
Very, but you've got to think of that old school mentality of those fucking dicks back in the day. Like, they would see a woman, it's that fucking thing. Oh, a woman in a short skirt. Oh, she's got it coming. No, she fucking doesn't have it coming.
Yeah.
She's got the right to wear a short skirt and not be attacked for it. She can wear whatever the fuck she wants. Doesn't mean... Oh my God. This is so frustrating. I don't get how that mentality still prevails as well to this day. Some people still fucking believe that to this day.
No, I know, yeah. I know.
I don't understand. What do we do about it, Alan? Tell me the solution.
Unfortunately, there's not a lot me and you can do.
Education from a younger age as children, but then people get annoyed because you're teaching children things that they don't want children to teach. And I agree, you should let children be innocent. But if you're having those conversations around them as a grown adult, then they're going to pick up on that.
No, definitely, yeah.
And the school system might need to do something to balance out the bullshit conversations that the kid might be having or overhearing at home. I don't know.
I completely agree.
I don't know. I'll figure it out one day. I'll fix the world one day.
Is that when you're going to win your Nobel Peace Prize?
Yes. If anyone will win one, I will. Well, with the way the world's going anyway, I've definitely got to be at least one of the people who could be.
Well, they're talking about Trump getting a Nobel Peace Prize.
Let's not go into that. Oh, that's another whole can of scorpions that we're going to open. So the thing with this is... a lot of people were also saying, why didn't the gay dudes just join the police force and do something about it themselves? I
can imagine that the police wouldn't let him go, join him.
Yeah, as well. George E-Mill, the San Francisco Police Department's director of personnel, told The Advocate magazine that because gays commit felonies, and this bit now is quote unquote, I guess you could say they are of bad moral character. If he is a covert homosexual, there's no question we would not hire him.
Wow.
Why? A covert homosexual? I don't even know what a covert homosexual is. It reminds me of secret agents and shit.
Yeah, I was going to say it's like undercover.
It actually sounds kind of cool.
Covert means undercover, right?
Maybe I'm a covert homosexual. No, I'm not. I'm a very overt homosexual. But yeah, what fucking dicks, right? The scene that, which, again, in my mind makes me think, if the police force are so against having gay guys in the police force, even if there was someone in the police force who was thinking say I was in the police force and I was a covert homosexual, and I'd be like, fuck, all these gay guys are fucking dying, man. We need to really do something about it. Mm-hmm. In my inner monologue. Then I'm like, oh, but fuck, if I say something about it to the boss, he's going to fucking beat me up and squish my face.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to lose my job. And I'm going to lose my home.
You're stuck between a rock and a hard place, really.
Yeah, very much so. It must be such a difficult situation for any gay person, no matter what walk of life at that time. So some time does pass by at this point. The gay immigration to the Castro intensified, and with it, so did the homicide rate in San Francisco in general. So these numbers go crazy. The numbers went from 95 homicides in 1973 129 in 1974. That's a fucking big jump, right? Wow. From 95 to 129. To a whopping 131 in 1975. So we're now in 1975. It's been just under a year since the Doodler last reared his head with the murder of Klaus Christman. And people were beginning to think that maybe the killer's sort of reign of terror might be finally over. They may have thought that it was all dying down. Then, on May 12th, a hiker discovered the body of 32-year-old Frederick Elmer Capin behind a sand dune between Vicente and Ulloa Streets. I think I pronounced that street name right.
A sand dune?
Yeah. I don't know where these streets are. I didn't Google map them. Frederick had been a nurse in the Navy, which made him quite easy to identify, unlike the others who were sort of John Does initially, and had actually received a medal for saving 4 men while under fire during the Vietnam War. So that's really cool. That's a big deal. It sounds like a really good guy. Following his stint in the Navy, he travelled to San Francisco to live with his grandparents while he attended college. So this guy was like, he had his shit sorted. He's like a good guy, intelligent guy. Frederick Capin was 6 feet tall and weighed around 148 pounds. At the time of his death, he was wearing a blue corduroy jacket, multicoloured Picasso shirt, apparently, so I'm assuming that's like a funky pattern. Yeah. Blue jeans, brown socks, brown shoes, and blue shorts. His jacket and shirt, when they found him, was soaked in blood. Frederick had been attacked and was stabbed multiple times in both his aorta and his heart. So this person who was killing him meant to kill. Yeah. They weren't doing this for any other reason but to go. So if you go for someone's aorta and heart, those are the main things that keep you ticking. Yep. So there was definite intent to kill. Detectives noted that there had been marks in the sand leading to his body, indicating that Frederick had actually been dragged approximately about 20 feet. So he's been dragged from somewhere else. It was around this time in 1975 that Harvey Milk was gearing up to start his second campaign run for the San Francisco County Supervisor seat, having lost out initially in 1973. For the first time in a while, there was an air of hope running through the streets of the Castro, but still, the neighborhood was growing increasingly dangerous for the gay community. So this is just... with this particular one, I'm liking to hop in and out of setting the scene, letting you know, because I'm guessing that some people have an awareness of this, of the backdrop of where this case sort of is, but I just wanted to paint a picture even more so and just remind you of that, because all this shit that we hear about, all of this stuff, Harvey Milk and all of these other Castro, that is the backdrop of this. Yeah. So as another example of sort of the violence that was happening towards the gay community at the time as well, in an unrelated incident completely to the Doodler, earlier that year on May 2nd, 29-year-old Nick Bauman was found dead in a South of Market basement. His skull had been fractured. Shit. The officer who reported the incident noted that Nick's scrotum looked, and this is quote unquote, like someone had stomped it into nothing. Can you imagine? Oh my fucking god. Cannot even imagine the pain that person must have gone through. Yeah. Like, that is just horrific. Nick Bauman was in fact the 21st murder of that year alone. How crazy. Yeah. And still...
And that was not related to the Doodler?
Unrelated.
Can I just ask, was that a hate crime?
A lot of these things seem like they are, but they don't really get looked into. Right, okay. So, who the fuck... Well, we can all fucking guess that they probably are because of the way that they are. Yeah. But nothing's solidified because no one fucking investigated this shit. Fuck. With such a dense wave of crime terrorising the neighbourhood, it really was the sort of perfect time for a serial killer to be running riot. On June 4th, 1975, the last known victim of the Doodler was found by a hiker 10 yards off the trail on a Lincoln Park golf course. Initially, this guy was also known as John Doe 81. So all these numbers, 81, you can sort of you can see how many these
The first
John
one was
Does are.
John Doe 7, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Jesus.
Yeah, 81. 81 John Does in the area.
That is not good at all.
Nope. The man would eventually be identified as 66-year-old Harald Gullberg. Harald was a Swedish sailor. It's Harald spelled Harald, by the way.
Okay.
Swedish way. According to immigration records, he'd become a neutralized citizen or naturalized. I think it's neutralized citizen of the US on naturalized. I think it is. Yeah, naturalized citizen of the US on August 15th, 1955. And I did know you were probably going to ask what a naturalized citizen is, so I looked this up. A naturalized citizen is a person who was born an alien. I really don't like that term, alien. Who was born an alien, but lawfully becomes citizen of the United States under the U.S. Constitution and laws. Apparently, a naturalized citizen has all the rights of a natural-born citizen. Even that phrasing is terrible. I shouldn't just copy and paste this shit. Of a natural-born citizen, except is not eligible as president or vice president of the United States. What did Arnold Schwarzenegger do then? Was he born there?
He wasn't president or vice president, no.
Oh no, fuck yeah, he was governor.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I didn't think he was. I wasn't being stupid. I didn't think he was president of the United States. But Arnold Schwarzenegger, the actor. That's my Back to the Future reference. No, I knew he was governor, but I just thought, for some reason, I thought government in general. But yeah, that's what he did.
Right.
When Harold's body was found, his pants were unzipped and his throat was slashed. The San Francisco Chronicle reported that he'd actually been dead for approximately 2 weeks before his body was found.
Oh, fuck.
His body was already badly decomposing by the time the police discovered him.
Jesus.
Bad times. It wouldn't be... I mean, the papers as well, by the way, with this, they are reporting on the individual murders a lot, but then no one's really... surprisingly enough, no one's really connecting these murders. At this point, no one... The gay community is like, there's a fucking serial killer. Like, and the police are like, no. Well, is it unsurprising, really, with how many fucking murders are being taking place every fucking day by the sounds of things?
Yeah.
That these ones aren't being connected, especially when they're not being looked into.
But to be fair, is there an actual pattern to it?
The fact that, the police are finding these drawings as well.
Oh, right. So they are finding a drawings.
Yeah, the police have these drawings, but they aren't releasing them to the public.
Right, okay.
It wouldn't be until 5 months later that the San Francisco Police Department would actually show any vague amount of interest in the Doodler case. So after the final killing, it's not until 5 months later that they actually show any real sort of, even the most minimal sort of investigation into the case.
Why after 5 months?
Fuck knows.
What ignited them to do it?
Fuck knows. Really, I have no idea. Maybe it was the magazines posting. I don't know, because the magazines weren't even piecing it together either. So after a massive killing spanning the course of 2 years, they eventually released a composite drawing of the suspect. He was black, between 19 and 22 years old, between 5'10" and 6 foot tall, slim, and frequently wore a navy type watch cap. Now I will show you the composite sketch of the Doodler. I know you hate these, right? You fucking hate
these.
these.
Living daylight, tell me.
So this is the composite sketch of the Doodler.
No.
It's horrible, right?
No.
I mean, to be honest, he just looks like a normal dude, but the composite sketches have like
so creepy
because they're slightly sort of left of reality as well.
Yeah.
Aren't they? Like they're not an exact look of a human being. They look slightly unhuman.
Yeah, no.
Not a big fan.
What scares me more than them is the E-Fit ones.
Oh, the like electronic ones that they do now? Yeah, those are creepy as shit.
Horrible.
Those are creepy as shit. What we'll do for anyone as well who's listening on our Facebook page, there aren't really many photographs and things of from this particular case, but we will put the E-Fit drawing up on the Facebook page, Adventures in Murderland. There are some pictures of the victims, but I don't want to put them up because even though their names have been released, I don't know. I mean, and I suppose anyone can have these names, right? But I just think putting the photographs of them up is a little bit odd. Also, one of the photographs was taken from the morgue, which